Can you please get out of the frame? Please? Slayer?
Hey everyone! How are you doing? Welcome to another video. I hope I'm not too late to jump this train. I want to take part in this Vinyl Tag 2021, which so many nice channels are already doing. It's been fun watching, so I thought I will give my 2 cents. So this was started by Tales from the Crate. Let's start. A discovery in 2020. Well, that was Roscoe Mitchell Sextet sound record particularly. I'm really digging that one, and yeah, like I said in my previous video, I'm not so knowledgeable about jazz. All right, go on. Quarantine by again. We all had many of those, so I just took one which I liked a lot because I was looking for this for years. This is Sloppy Seconds, Knock Your Block Off. It is original pressing. They just made, I think last year as well, a reissue of this. Don't remember which label. This is, if you don't know, this is pretty much in the follow the footsteps of Ramones, Misfits. This album is a bit more mellower than the earlier albums of theirs, but they are often called junk rock. Highly recommended. Good for when you're having beers or whatever is your drug of choice. LP I want to find in 2021, so this year. That is Massacre. No, it's not the death metal band Massacre. This is the Bill Lawson, because this is also quite new for me, but I'm really liking this album and this band. It's sorry for the name butchering again. Fred Maher and Bill Loswell, bassist virtuoso, producer guy. Him I knew, and Fred from John Zorn's Naked City performances. Anyways, Massacre is amazing improvisational rock, I would say. And I would love to buy this on vinyl. I actually have it already on my shopping cart. I just need to press buy. A box set. So this one, it is a legendary Finnish hardcore punk band. This is their discography from this period. They have done records since, but this one is a very cool box set. It is let me, if I can, let's not drop things from inside. Put there, it's on red vinyl. I put there the hype sticker. It has a nice booklet, 5 LPs. Let's see. So, and each LP I put in separate one. They have, of course, you know, which is for which album, the track listings, whatnot, and there's a booklet. So, but anyways, I'm not gonna go into that. Maybe I'll go in a separate episode. Known also in North America, as far as I know, pretty well in the scenes. Okay, concept album. Concept album. There's also a battle between few, but I like this one, maybe the most of them that I have, and that would be Frank Zappa's Joe's Garage. I don't have Act 2 or Act 3, and honestly I haven't listened to them even much, but I would love to buy the trilogy box set. I think there's a, or is it just a, you know, triple LP set, or I'm gonna tear this more. I can see it's pretty banged up. Yeah, but anyway, I love Zappa. Funny man, and excellent musician. Next one. An album where an artist band changed directions. Well, that being said, I'm taking few liberties as we are going. So this next artist will be on another question as well, the answer, because I just couldn't think of anything else. So I think this was a shock for everyone back in the day. Just Danzig 5, Black as a Devil. This is not blues rock or blues heavy or heavy blues, whatever you want to call it. The fourth one was obviously, it's a legendary classic hard rock, blues heavy metal album, whatever you want to call it. All those are in it, I would say, in the soup. But this one went to that industrial direction a bit more. I liked this album when it came out. Granted, it raised an eyebrow when I first heard it, but I don't know, I really like it. This is an aggressive record. Danzig, they cover Black Sabbath, Hand of Doom. I have to say that that is the weakest song and the weakest part of the album for me. And a few other songs are a bit fillers, but otherwise it's nowhere near as bad as many hardcore fans of Danzig will claim. Again, this is just my 2 cents. Free world, we can all disagree, but I think it rocks. Okay, white label promo. I don't have any promos, at least I don't remember any, and I checked my Discogs inventory. I usually put in my notes if something, what is special about something, some pressing. What I did instead was that I took a record that has a white label, but it is, as per Discogs, it's a misprint. So this is the original UK pressing of Dead Kennedy's Frankenchrist. This is with the poster, with this, the frowned upon poster, which I don't dare to show here, but I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about. So here we have the alternative tentacles, the also familiar bat. And I guess there should be a track listing or something, but no, nada. And just to show, yeah, I have the lyric insert. This is, I was so lucky to find this on eBay years ago. It's really in near mint condition. Yeah, there's the poster. Do I dare? Maybe I will just blur it. I will blur it, the strategic parts. But I mean, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Nah. Okay, moving on. Okay, and next, a compilation album. A very nice one. It's a very best of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. As you can see from the hype sticker, it's a 3 LP set. I didn't even know this pressing exists or this, and I just saw it there, and it was like, I don't know, more than 50% of the original price. So I was like, oh, you're coming with me. Yeah, let's show it. That's how it looks like inside. Record there inside, and it also sounds, I think, phenomenal. It's a very good pressing. It's a nice looking triple gatefold. And there's some insert as well. Where's the insert? There you are. Oh, I'm freaking some of you out, I'm sure. No, I'm trying to take care. An album that tells a story. It is The Who, Quadrophenia, double LP. I believe this is the one and only album that Pete Townshend, he composed this whole thing. So then the records are in very nice condition. Let's put them there. Okay, I have kept these because they were inside. These are original, I believe, the inner sleeves, just in case. I like to keep some of the inner sleeves if they are really old, and although they don't look that pretty. Anyway, this has the booklet, everything is intact. Everything's there. A little bit it's coming out, it seems, from the front. So the front page is there. Oh, not so, just a little bit. My memory served me wrong. I remember that this was attached. Anyway, first page, the first cover is like this, and then everything else is there. Let's try to do it like this. So yeah, it's a nice booklet. Bummer, I remember that this booklet was completely intact, but it seems that, or it has just come off. I mean, Father Time does whatever he pleases. Post-production insert once again. As I just finished filming, I realized that I forgot one question, and that is which record would need vinyl release. I think, and I'm cheating maybe a little bit, but I would give that to the Danzig 5 as well. I would love to have this on vinyl. Next, a common album and an uncommon album. It's anyway, and every household had it when I was young. I remember this is the Beatles live at Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl. It's nice to have, but I don't really listen to this a lot because my main thing, I mean, what bothers me is that the audience screaming, it's just too loud. I think part, you know, not all the time, but it's a bit distracting for me. I don't know, this is some European, it's pretty English. That was actually my dad's name is up there. My dad gave me a lot of Beatles records. He was a big Beatles fan. And an uncommon record, I bet not many have this. This is old school. Get out of school. Don't be a fool. Get out of school. That's not a good rhyme. Anyway, or a good message. You see 3 kids in the cover. And this is what the band really is. It is these 3 kids playing some kind of punk music, I would say punk rock. It just sounds that the guitarists know more or less how to play. You know, there are not really chords. It's like you know, one string at a time, and it's like free punk. The first song, I just listened to it a little while ago just to like refresh my memory. How was this one? And the first song ends with the singer saying, "I hate Ronald Reagan." Yeah, I mean, look at the song names. Homeless. They are very how would I say, they have a lot to say. Jesus died on the cross. AIDS, skate or die. The house is on fire. James, love is hell. Hot dog, hell, get on the bus, kill a dead eagle, kick ass, who lit the house, let's go kill that man, and ogre. I mean, if you see those song titles, how you cannot buy this one if you see it somewhere. So anyway, I got a thrift store find for, I don't know, €1 or €2. I bought it in Finland years ago. I don't have many EPs, so it was pretty easy to take this. But pick this one, it's a Butthole Surfers Widower Maker. It's a limited edition reading festival insert inside here, and I mean, if you, Butthole Surfers, it is such a wonderful band. Okay, it's just like negative film negatives. Butthole Surfers, very cool. I don't know. They've also done all kinds of genres they've visited. I mean, very avant-garde in places. Later on, they went more mainstream-ish. They went a bit that way, but I still like them, even though those records a lot. I don't know, what was the last one? It had this astronaut song or something. Anyway, check Butthole Surfers. Okay, next, an album with girls. I don't have an album, an LP, but I do have this 7-inch. Slater Kinney. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. This is a really good one. I known the band. I just haven't come across any of their records. This is someone I found in a thrift store a few Christmases ago when I was in Finland, going through thrift stores, and it was there. And I was like, yeah, it's a repress, however, but it was an all-girl record label, Villa Kula in Boston, Massachusetts. Boston, Massachusetts. I'm sorry. Anyway, it's very nice, very fun, fun music. Okay, we are nearing the end. An album cover that I love. Now, this is not my all-time favorite album cover, but I have to say that this is one of the most recent ones that I really love. I fell in love with. This is Andrew WK. You're Not Alone. I think this came 2 years ago. Yeah, 2018. This is a double album. I mean, the artist who made this is Boris. It's the guy who's done Modern Age Misfits records, like the famous Monsters, and several others, I'm sure. But I really love his style, and and I love the colors in this. I always find it funny how Andrew holds the mic there, but I just love this. I think there is Andrew also in the room. I don't know, this it's just cool with this whatever serpent or I don't know, snake dragon hybrid it is. Light purple and dark purple vinyl, deluxe gatefold sleeve. I'm not gonna now open this. All time most listened album is a safe bet to say that it's Metallica's Master of Puppets. It is my favorite Metallica. This is the Music for Nations double LP, direct metal mastering. I don't know how am I showing this, but it's the, again, the sleeve, gatefold sleeve is a little bit banged up, but the records are at least VG plus condition. Some people say VG++, I don't know, not everyone agree, but this has here all the lyrics. And, it's nice, and it sounds huge. I had, I mean, this is at least how I'm hearing it. I had two other pressings of this. I think this is the Roadrunner, the Dutch pressing from '86, and also the Music for Nations one, the single LP one. I think that was the very first pressing that they had. This is from '89, if I'm not mistaken. It's not said here, I don't remember, but this is a reissue, obviously, on two LPs and 45 RPM, so it really sounds fantastic. Ah, I forgot, I had also this inside there. Anyway, and I used to have those two, so Music for Nations and Roadrunner, one single LP presses, and once I got this, this blew them out of the water, so I sold those. I kept this, of course. That is just my humble opinion. An album that I had to get an original pressing of. Okay, I remember this was just released a few years ago, 2-3 years ago, a reissue, but I was adamant. This is one of the metal albums that I listened growing up a lot, and it is Overkill's Horoscope. Yeah, it is not their best one. I would give it that title to Years of Decay, personally. Under the Influence is also very good, and this one is great. This is just the time when thrash metal bands started to go to the groove metal direction a bit more, but I think this is just a little bit before that. This is 91, the year Black Album came out, Metallica's Black Album, and there was gems like this. I mean, like, people talk, yeah, I mean, sound-wise, it's good. I mean, it's okay, it's nothing well mind-blowing, but it's nice to have an original one of this, the lyric insert, Megaforce. I really like this one, I really like this album. B-side almost more than A. I don't know how many of you happen to think the same, but I tend to listen to B-side a little bit more often than the A. Last album I purchased. Okay, if you watched my last video, I would say that technically it's the Prong, Prove You Wrong reissue, and the Miles Davis In a Silent Way, but I don't want to count those, just so I can show something different. I will take the album that I bought before them, and I bought this from a shop, and this is the Neil Young and Crazy Horse Return to Greendale. It's the album played live, double album. Again, I love Neil Young. I have 10 plus records, not nearly all his records, no, but yeah, because he's doing this a lot. He's doing live album releases, and I'm not a big fan of live in general. I don't like go and, oh, I want to have a live album of this and that. No, but Neil is someone who I always tend to, yeah, Neil, I will take you home. An album they don't get. Okay, this is something that I haven't really ever had to argue with anyone or debate, but I'm sure this would be a topic of debate with many. That is Divine. The story so far. This is kind of a electronic dance music, techno, I don't know. I mean, if you know who Divine is, and you know who John Waters is, the American film director, yeah, need I say more? And those who don't know who this is and who John Waters is, I will give you this advice. Get your hands on Pink Flamingos. You'll thank me later. A punk album? Well, I'm a big punk and rock and metal guy, so I have a lot of those. My leg's starting to numb. A punk album. I was between two albums just because it was Adolescence, the first one. But then I thought, no, I think this band should also get more shout out. But okay, I don't know if they are any more active, but I haven't been following their path so much. But this is Sperm Birds, Something to Prove. It is a hardcore classic. It is a punk hardcore classic. I would still say it's punk. Okay, it says a colored vinyl, but it's more like a clear vinyl, a little bit white in it, on it. Let's have a quick look. Anyway, this one is such an energetic, fierce punk album. It's not that hardcore in a sense, like, I don't know, like Septic Death or anyway, I don't remember. It's something mid-80s, late of 80s, and this one is, if you don't know, you should definitely check it out. It's such a good. I first heard of this in a skateboarding, a Thrasher skateboarding video, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and there's this song called "Americans Are Cool." Just check it. Check the song from YouTube. It is it is fun. The whole album is fun. It's I don't know. It is. And last but not least, favorite issue from in 2020. I decided to give that title for this, the October Rhino issue of Talking Heads. And this is my favorite Talking Heads. Therefore I put this, and this sounds great. I don't own the old original, no, and I have never owned one, but I don't know how much better it can sound. But yeah, this is on red vinyl. It's a great record. All right, thanks again. Like I said, thanks to everyone who's been watching and liking and subscribing. Take care, be safe. Until next time.